probably I cry. And tonight, I am joined by the one and only C Tactics. Say hi, C. Yes, and C Tactics is a man who has never once been convicted of a felony in the state of Oregon. How are you doing tonight, C? I forgot to balance the audio. That's what I forgot. How are you doing tonight, C? Okay, I'm too loud. Oh well. This podcast is a mess just like the show.
Right, and it's still better than the show.
Exactly. We are here. We will provide you entertainment as you laugh at us as we suffer and stuff. Hopefully.
Listen, all I'm going to say is the Scarlet Singer is here. And Jotaro, yada yada.
Yes, we have Scarlet Singer, we have Jotaro, we have me, and what more could you need? Well, we could probably add you, but you're good and you're here, so we're good.
I am good and I am here, and that does indeed mean I am good in some sense.
And you know, late again apparently, which is probably because I was eating pizza last minute.
You're right. Do people think this is my channel?
I don't know.
See, that would be amazing.
What if this is actually your secret second channel?
Oh, dude. You're good. Well, this would be my fifth in that case.
Exactly, and like I have 5 channels that most people don't know about most of them.
Yeah. Everybody has like a couple channels where they upload like generic stuff to get monetized and rake in the cash.
Yes, sorry, reading weird things in Discord. But speaking of weird things, we had weird things this episode.
Yeah, the weird thing is that the series ended, but it didn't end well. It's worse than I even imagined.
Yeah, like we had a PowerPoint presentation for the final arc. Or like 2 arcs.
How?
Yeah, how? And Mizu says, "I'm sorry, you guys have to make a podcast for the show." Why isn't that showing up in chat? Oh well, I don't care anymore.
Show ended in a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, well, not completely. They did have this scene at the end with Phil hugging Emma when they were more grown up.
Yes.
I feel like they just knew that, okay, what's the one thing that people still like about the show? Phil. Okay, let's end it with that.
Yeah, let's end it with Phil so we can ruin him too.
Yeah. But yeah, we had other stuff that happened. We had like Peter, that's the guy's name, I think. And like his backstory, which made pretty much no sense. Like I kind of know what they were going for, but no.
It's literally like it was just there to be there, and it had no emotional resonance.
Right.
Made no sense.
Right.
It just happened.
It kind of sort of fleshed out the world and like the different conflicts within the Rat Ray family. But no.
This has got to be the worst episode of The Promised Neverland.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Like, was there anything good about it that we can't say we liked? Like, we have the thing with the Peter Rat Ray, his backstory completely emotionless. We have them going down to we have his suicide, which I didn't care about, so why does it matter at all?
Yeah, this is just random.
We have them going down to the portal between the 2 worlds, which, I mean, I was kind of curious to see what the human world would be like, but we just got New York, and, like, why New York? Is that, like, the only place on Earth that they know? Granted, this is Japan, so they should go to, like, Tokyo or something.
Yeah. You know, this is Japan, where they're like, oh, New York is, like, it is the Tokyo of America.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you saw my video, but actually I haven't posted it yet. But, okay, so they basically had the portal show up like 1,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So why is the portal in New York then? Wouldn't it be like in Europe where there are like a lot of people there, or China or Japan or somewhere like that?
No idea. No fucking clue. Apparently that's not in the manga either. So I got like 2,000 comments on my video that I came out with Thursday.
Okay.
And lots of insight, let me tell you. I've tried to read all of them. It's not possible, by the way. It's just not. But a lot of people were saying that it was the New York thing was not in the manga.
Did they like show any of the human world in the manga?
I don't think so.
That's actually kind of disappointing because I was curious, like, what would the human world be like? Like, if the demon world was like this, how would the human world have evolved differently than we see, or how would they tie together, or what? Because
Yeah.
if they like split the world at some point and there seems to be a path between the two, that would make the world somewhat different than the way we see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious, like, how is that? Like, what thing is different? Is it like a big secret that only a few people know about? Okay, that could work.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be like in that case, like I think that would make the most sense. Which is not many people would have to know about it, right?
Yeah, I feel like that would be the easiest way to do it, but they could at least like explore the story somewhat like the people who keep the secret. I still like my theory from before about like the kids from the human world were taken to the demon world for the farms, like the orphans or people who don't want their kids that they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that I'm. It's really cool discussing these theories, and this is like something that was really cool about the Promised Neverland season 1, and it's something that remains true for this season. It remains true for, I think, even if it had like the best ending possible, it still would remain true. And I think it's a good quality of the show, and that's that we could build upon these theories. And that is the one thing that I left. I guess when you asked what is a positive thing, it's not really anything that was in the show to begin with, but it's still the idea of like, well, what are they? What is the human world like?
Yeah, and that's
So
well, I feel like that only works if we get a satisfying answer in some way, even if our theories are wrong. It's like, did they think about that? In this case, the answer is no.
yeah, even then, it's not like it's the only positive I guess I could take away from this episode and probably this whole series as a whole at this point. But yeah, it's not some it's not gonna make me regret hating the show. Um, what else even happened in this episode besides that?
I
Like,
mean, we got like a. Well, we learned that Emma and some of the other kids are staying behind in the demon world to like fight the demons and save everyone.
oh yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah,
think Isabella did something, but I forgot what that was. Oh yeah, they
she.
forgave Isabella,
Yeah, they forgave her.
which I could see that working if like they built up more of that and like more of the conflict, saying like, should they forgive
Well,
her?
it's easy. It's easy for them to forgive her, but it's one of those things where, like, that makes sense for them to forgive her. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But the fact that she said the only reason I'm betraying Ratri is literally because I just don't like the way the farm is ran.
yeah. So like, what we don't even know her motivation. Like, what doesn't or what does she want to do?
I
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know. I am like the way that she said it in the episode. It made me think that she didn't see any wrong in what she did. She just she just didn't like the way the farmers ran. Whatever vague meaning that holds.
Satsuki loves us. And yes,
Uh,
we agree. Super Bleach. We'll get to that at some point.
yeah, I actually regret watching this. I regret watching this from season 1.
I don't know if I'd
Like
say
this.
I regret watching it, but yeah, this is not a show I could recommend at all.
Yeah, the manga is superior in this case either way. Just
Yeah,
I would I don't even want to recommend the manga because of how bad the anime was.
yeah.
Like that, and a lot of people got mad at me about that when I said that in my video, but that's kind of just the way I feel. Like I don't like it may change in the future. It probably will,
Well,
but I how can you recommend a series that did this?
the reason that they make the anime in general is to like advertise the manga. They want to get more manga sales, which normally makes sense and is mostly fine. But in
Yeah,
this
it's
case,
mostly fun.
it feels like they're making this anime, they're making it so bad that we'll have no choice but to read the manga to get a good story.
Yeah, it's a marketing scheme.
Yes, which, so if that's the case, then why would I want to support a manga when the anime was so bad that they couldn't even tell a halfway decent story and they basically ruined it to give us no choice? So I don't want to give the manga any money.
So I may have talked about this on the King of Anime podcast and in this podcast before, but I think it's worth retreading
Okay.
now that we bring this up again. And that is in this day and age of the Twitters, of the Facebooks, of the YouTubers, of all these social media websites, what are the most important things to have?
Attention, I guess.
Attention. Other things that revolve around that to get that attention are things like discussion, things like clout, so following,
Uh-huh.
things like something an event week to week happening, something new every single week to talk about, or even in this case, or in the case that I guess they can't do this, but like every single day.
Yeah, like you want the constant attention about it.
Like, what is better than that? What is it doesn't make any sense to do this series in 2 seasons when you could have had 3 to 4 seasons of really well made stuff. And yeah, like I'm sure to some Japanese businessman who doesn't know anything about anime, the guy who probably greenlit all this, he probably thinks that, well, it's better to just get people to go to the manga.
Yeah. I mean,
but if you leave people with such a goodwill, don't you think if the series is so good, people want to pick up the manga? Case in point, Berserk 1997. That was a big introduction point for many Berserk fans. To this day is. Same with the movies. Same with the really bad anime that came out.
oh yes, that anime.
And the thing though is that, do you think there were many people that watched that really bad version and said to themselves, I'm going to go read the manga for this really bad anime?
I mean, I watched I watched part of that anime.
Yeah. Or did they watch the 1997 versions or the movie trilogy, the Golden Age arc, and go, holy shit, this is awesome, I'm going to pick up the manga?
Yeah, I mean, I dropped the anime.
Now, that came out in a different time, of course. But now you have, this is modern day now. This is the 20s.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would pick up the manga from having, more people would pick up the manga from having a good show.
Well, I think what they could have, if they wanted to like maximize manga sales, what they could have done is made this anime original, but also made it really good. People are like, oh, this is a great anime, I want to now read this other version, and there'd be a lot more goodwill with that.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. Goodwill and attention. That's what you want. Like, people will buy your shit if the stuff is good.
Yeah, I mean,
like they may not buy the manga, even though you want that because it's $14, $15 a volume, or $10, $8, whatever price it may be. You still want, like what did they buy a t-shirt? That's $20.
Yeah. Or like I bought a Twin Tails poster wall school because I love Twin Tails.
Exactly.
Because
I
feel like they respected the show. They did the best they could with the seasons that they had.
Yeah, but like you have this really awful archaic scheme that the anime industry has, where it's like, well, we don't make much off an anime, so let's just fucking just nosedive the anime, and then have it be so awful that people on the internet say so bad that you should read the manga. I don't get it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading chat.
Like you can do that, but that ends after 2 years. That ends after 2 seasons.
Right.
After 24 episodes, you will never get anything out of the Promised Neverland ever again.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So why not extend that to 4 years?
think about like Attack on Titan, how like every season it's been really big, bringing more people in, like because it's so well made.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
or My Hero, it just constantly keeps building more and more steam. Like some people don't like it, but a ton of people love it and are willing to buy, watch, whatever.
and the thing with the Promised Neverland, it was transcending anime itself many in the same kind of way that AOT was. Normal people that don't normally watch anime, or not that much, casual viewers, people that just don't watch it, have heard, we're starting to hear, excuse me, about the Promised Neverland.
Well, like it got a Toonami release, so that's definitely bringing more people into it.
Yeah, the people, that's another thing. It's kind of off topic here, but Toonami brings in a lot of eyes to things to this day.
Yeah, I could see
Like that is still a gateway for a lot of anime viewers,
Yeah, people.
which is crazy because it's that show's been going on since the early 2000s at this point.
Oh, MHA comes out this weekend. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat. Also, EA says hi, and yeah, there's stuff going on.
Super Bleach says, it's pretty sad anime onlys don't know what the dragon is. Like the anime is over, they should know about it. Yeah, I have no idea what that thing is.
Satsuki is confused. I had a ReZero screenshot in there.
Well, it's fine. It's up from Miria.
Exactly. Makes sense. Kind of.
Sasi also says his brother is watching The Promised Neverland.
We cried for your brother.
Tried to slap the remote out of his hand. Yeah, no, it's TBN is garbage, and the thing is, it ruined. By the end, I don't think I came away liking a single character besides Demon Emma.
And Demon Emma's not like a good character. She's just like cute, and that's all.
Yeah, she's just cute. That's it.
Yeah.
She's not really a character.
I sort of like Emma, but yeah, there's just like so little to her now.
Yeah, Emma, God, dude, Ray is not in this season.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He like had one or two scenes that he could do anything as a character.
Yeah, and they had this weird thing. Like, I love Phil, but Phil had more screen time than Ray.
I don't know if that's quite true, but yeah, it felt like they knew like people like Phil, so I was like, okay, we'll add Phil for like fan service reasons.
I have no idea why the fuck they were cutting shit, and the first thing they didn't think is that Phil subplot, cut it. Like, that is the easiest thing to go, all right, we don't need this. We can figure out some way else to close this.
Tatsu asks, why does Demon Emma exist? Because he needed a cute demon for parallelism.
She's adorable.
I mean, and that's probably the most positive thing you can say about any of these characters.
When she cries, you're just like, don't make her cry. She's adorable.
Exactly.
She's a good character in the same way. Same way a cat is cute. Exactly. I guess. I don't know.
Like
the same reason you love a cat.
Mr. Kitty is a better character than anyone in the show.
Yes.
Apparently,
he's gone through so many character arcs.
Apparently, the anime added that old demon, so he wasn't in the manga, which is interesting. Could also be why his role also didn't really make sense if you think about it.
I'm hearing so much shit about this anime after the fact. I never once in my comment section during the weeks heard that the old man demon was an anime original thing.
Yeah.
What the hell? He had demon blood. The same with Mujika.
Yeah, which like I also don't like the whole Mujika demon blood thing because it feels like it's a too easy of an answer for everything.
Oh Lord, yeah, it really is.
Yeah, Jeremy Go You Side says save Martha, who I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, save Martha. I have no idea who Martha is.
Okay, I agree. Save Martha then.
Save Martha.
Yes.
I don't. That got me totally sidetracked.
Uh,
Yeah, Jotaro yada yada says. I heard the staff didn't want credit. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't want their names on this.
yeah, I want my name on it.
Me neither. Like I would like a waste of time. This whole thing was a waste of time. That's the best way to describe
I
it.
feel it. As much as I hate to say it, they should have just left down season 1 and let people read the manga, because
Yeah.
at least then they
No,
would
no.
have let us off on a good note.
How many people? How many people after Spice and Wolf season 2 picked up the light novel or the manga?
No idea.
Because lots of people. I guarantee you, lots of people. Lots of them.
Who's Hugo?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe the guy that was cut for the bunker or something.
Maybe. Or is he one of like those? No, I don't think it was one of Norman's random characters.
Batman versus Superman.
Gotta delete Satsuki.
Delete Satsuki.
Actually, I don't think I
Why
can.
is he telling us to delete that?
I
This is
don't know.
Isn't Yugo like a off-brand supermarket?
I don't know. Is it? They're not around me. Lots
I don't know.
saying things.
I think I got more entertainment out of
The podcast?
the yeah, actually, yeah. Well, that's a good point. I did get more entertainment out of this podcast than this show.
Exactly. It's fun to talk to you and say weird things and see your reactions.
Yeah, I'd rather interact with Satsuki through a live chat than in person than to ever watch this show again.
So you should show up at Satsuki's house and watch Fruits Basket with him.
Yes.
All right, let's go do it. Satsuki will be there in 10 minutes.
You know, a lot of my viewers recently have been like, "Hey, you should watch Dr. Stone." This anime is so bad, I'm considering watching Dr. Stone.
Yeah, I dropped that
And
one
I-
after 2 episodes.
Yeah, the same. But like, it's been so long since I've seen it. And it's been just like, when I say a lot of people, I mean I get like 50 comments like every week about it. But
I have an idea.
like, but the point of what I'm trying to say is, the show is so bad, I'm willing to try anything that I hated before. That's how much I hate this.
So, X-Arm?
I mean, technically, I'm already watching that, but yeah.
I still want to watch that sort of, but I need to finish Sakura, so otherwise my friend will throw me into a volcano.
Yeah. Sakura So is pretty good.
Yeah.
Super Bleach says Laura Tiber over season 2 Isabella. I think that's Warhammer Titan in AOT. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Laura Tiber, yes. Way better.
Satsuki will not watch Fruits Basket with Umi, which is you.
I think he already is.
I paused Fruits Basket. Oh, because he keeps pausing to get the screenshot, so that's why it'd be hard to watch with someone.
Oh, I just take the screenshots as I go.
Yeah.
While I'm watching it.
Yeah, I might get the episodes from a certain place, and then I just like press this Shift S, and then I get screenshots.
Yeah, Shift S. VLC
Exactly.
media player.
Exactly, the best media player.
Exactly. There's not one better.
I do have a question for Satsuki, but I don't think I can ask him in a Promise Neverland podcast.
I'm more worried about the Amazon live action show now. I don't know how Cloverworks fumbled this season. It wasn't Cloverworks. I mean, it's probably going to be way better than whatever the hell this anime was, but
yeah, I feel like the animation itself was fine. They're probably like, this is the best they could given the constraints they had.
It wasn't. Cloverworks didn't do anything. They didn't fumble anything. They were just told what they were told to do. Yeah. It's the producers. It's the person who said, you have the budget to do 12 episodes. You will, and the writers, of course, and you will dive bomb this, because there's nobody that in their right mind that goes into this job and goes, I want to ruin something.
Yeah, like people who go in anime are really passionate about anime and manga, especially if they're given like Promise Neverland and think, oh, I love this or I love this manga. I want to make it really good.
Yeah. You bring up people are really passionate, and I totally forgot, but people are really, really like the animators and the people that write for these anime and direct it. These aren't, when we say passionate, these are Japanese people. Japanese people are built on work yourself to death
Yeah.
for a company. So like these people, they put everything into it. I mean, and it's not anime, but the guy who does Super Smash Bros. He would take an IV and get his fluids and his nutrients through an IV while working on Super Smash Bros. So he didn't have to take a break.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you
And
saw.
that's not good, but
Yeah. Well, it's kind of reminds me about the Fruits Basket, the episode they recently released. They had interviews with the cast at the end of it, and like you can tell how passionate they were about making the show as good as they possibly could. Whether you like the dub or not, they definitely do the best that they can with it. And I could just imagine, like, if they had seen Fruits Basket all along and were like told, "Okay, here's this, but we had to cut out like half the season. We're going to rush it." How devastating it would be for them to like take something they loved and have to do such a mediocre job.
yeah, if I was Funimation, I'd cancel the dub. I wouldn't dub it.
Yeah, there's.
I wouldn't. No one's gonna watch it.
I
You
don't,
won't make any money off of it.
yeah, I'm wondering, like, well, yeah, I think the dub is releasing soon.
I just cancel it. There's no reason.
Yeah,
Like
it's not going to draw any viewers. They might. I feel like if they're going to sell any of it, it's not because it has a dub, so just release it with Japanese if they're going to.
there is an anime called Tsukihime, uh, Blood Over Moon or something like that. It's the Tsukihime Fate series
Yeah, that
stuff,
thing.
and
Type
there's
in.
the anime adaptation. If you type in Tsukihime, the first thing that comes up is Tsukihime doesn't exist because there's a meme that this anime is so bad it does not exist.
I've heard
That anime is way leaps and bounds better than this trash fire of a season. Way better. I propose, instead of Tsukihime that doesn't exist, I say it's the Promised Neverland that doesn't exist. It never got adapted. This never happened.
I agree. I've just been talking to myself these past 12 weeks.
Exactly.
I'm definitely going
This is
insane.
just
I need to go check into a mental hospital.
exactly. This we are all insane.
Yes, we must be insane. That's a better explanation.
We must be insane to talk about this show.
Yes. Why did you decide this was a good idea, or did I decide? Who decided this thing?
I no clue.
I think it might be my idea. Crap. I'm sorry.
Oh
But
my
actually, no. It's
God.
a good. I'm glad we talked about it. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because us talking about it made us want to talk about Fruits Basket the next season.
Fruits Basket is pretty great.
It is. Go watch Fruits Basket. It's better than Promised Neverland.
Exactly. I do want to say, bringing up the anime live action for TPN,
Uh-huh.
I will say that Kakegurui's live action is pretty good.
Eh,
I enjoyed it.
okay. Well, maybe people like the live action. I'll give it a try. 'Cause I kind of want to
Yeah.
see like the full series in a television format, not just a manga.
Yeah. I'd much rather have anime be TV series.
Yeah. Otherwise, I
And that's
go.
what Kakegurui was. It was a TV series. Swift Oblivion says season 2 never happened. It's all a fever dream, and the manga is the only thing that exists. Sasuke also basically says the same thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep. Satsuki and
Yeah.
Swift
What are
Oblivion.
we talking about?
Symphogear?
Ah, yes, Symphogear.
Wait,
a great show.
I need to add this to my list of screenshots. Give me a second.
The only thing that I can say is there is this manga series that I've heard. It just finished. I heard it got a pretty bad ending, but I heard it's pretty good throughout 90% of it, and it's called The Promised Neverland. Have
Okay.
you heard of it?
Nope.
Well, yeah, it's just a manga series. It's pretty
okay.
good. It's about children that are basically cattle, and they are raised on this farm by an evil mother
Uh-huh.
that basically raises them. And at the age of 12, they're shipped off, and they got to escape this farm, but they're surrounded by big gray walls
Ooh,
and they
okay.
can't get out. So it's
You know what that
yeah.
reminds me of?
What's that?
Attack on Titan.
It is. Yes, they both series have walls.
Yes, they both have walls. They're both about freedom. They both have characters larger and eviler than the main character, so they have to fight and
Right.
avoid and stuff.
Right. Yeah. And there's apparently a main character who looks a lot like Merlin, has orange hair. There's another one. He kind of looks like the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. He's pretty cool. He's smart.
Oh yeah, that's my
And
favorite
there's
J-pop band.
yes, best J-pop band, My Chemical Romance. There's a guy with white hair. He's pretty cool. I heard he's best friends with both of those people.
Oh, that reminds me of a
So
country song.
yeah, yeah. Somebody in the comment section, he says, "Yeah, I heard the Promised Neverland manga is pretty good. Loved it up until the end. 10 out of 10 would recommend." Yeah, we got surprisingly somebody in here that actually knows about this manga. Do you want to check it out?
Well, I'm reading this other anime about job interviews in college and zombies and stuff.
I don't know if that answered my question.
I don't know if I was supposed to answer it. The Scarlet Singer says not My Chemical Romance, and because she's a singer, then she must be right about something. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Jeremy subscribed to me. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy. Much appreciated.
Yes.
Thanks for coming out to my secret 5th channel.
Exactly.
I mean, whoops.
I mean, like, you do the thumbnails, you show up on the videos. I think this is actually your channel. You occasionally are the one who streams to it, though we haven't done that this season.
Oh Lord. Question mark is best boy.
I agree.
Who is best boy?
Question mark.
So yeah, so if anybody out here hasn't heard of this manga series, it's called The Promised Neverland. I've just heard about it, through the grapevine. Nothing concrete.
You heard about it because Satsuki is great.
Maybe Satsuki told me about it one time. I've been hearing it from many people lately. But yeah, maybe I'll get an anime adaptation one day. We can only hope, but I think it's just manga for now. So
I look forward to these podcasts and Sea Tactics videos more than the actual episodes. I mean, me too. I look forward to the Sea Tactics.
Who's Sea Tactics?
It's your first channel.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or Ben probably, which I think is your 4th.
I think that's my 6th.
And
then I have Bob Bobski, which is 7th.
Oh yeah, and then Bob Samurai, which is 9th.
I guess Bob Samurai is my other channel now.
Yes.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
It does. Why was Bob Samurai on my channel recently?
Because it's his channel after all. You're actually Bob Samurai.
Yeah, because I'm Bob Samurai.
Oh, Twin Tails on screen again.
Ah, yes, Twin Tails. Yes. I forget why we were doing this podcast. We didn't, I guess, just to talk about random anime and chat with you guys.
Yes, exactly. So how's everyone doing in chat tonight? I hope you're doing well. Juju Kaisen is Jotra is asking about. Maybe we'll give that one another try.
I think I'm on like episode 6.
Is it any good?
It's I haven't seen anything that's made me go wow, but it's like where did you drop it?
Like episode 3.
I mean, see, that's when they introduced Nobara, right?
Yeah. I think they introduced like the girl, but then I just found the characters this whole annoying, so
yeah, Nobara literally just gets tossed around a lot. And I don't mean like by enemies, I mean by her comrades for fun.
This reminds me of my job.
Nobara is actually pretty funny, but that's because
they just like toss her out the window because they can.
Literally, they throw each other to practice falling.
Okay, I'm actually kind of curious. This sounds like it might be fun.
There's a giant panda in the show that throws Nobara.
I kind of wish I was on screen video-wise because now I'm making weird faces.
Uh, uh,
Okay, Switch
yeah,
Oblivion
yeah,
is recommending JJK, so maybe I'll give it another try. Who knows?
yada yada. Yeah, me and EA are gonna do a podcast on my channel, a special KOA episode.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
we'll have a special guest.
I wonder who that could be.
Maybe it's the panda that throws Nobara.
Oh yeah, we should go get the panda.
I agree.
Yes,
I have
apparently Nobara is best girl.
Yeah, a lot of people like Nobara. She's got a hammer, and she hammers people with it. Like she has a hammer and nail. I don't know what she like. I don't know how that works, but it's pretty cool, I guess.
This gives me ideas. See, can I borrow your air conditioner?
What are you going to do with it?
Answer my question first.
Yes.
All right, I'll be right there.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd come up with the next part of this random conversation.
We could throw it.
All right, let's throw it at Nobara.
I do think she gets stuff thrown at her.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's a good show. Highly recommend it. Better than Promised Neverland.
Wait, what? They adapted to Promised Neverland?
Nope, I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah. Definitely. To close out my thoughts on this impromptu Q&A on Rising Sun Reviews channel that he invited me on to talk with his fan base on.
Yes. So, please, can you give us your thoughts on economics and if you believe like supply side, demand side, or Keynesian economics for the future of 1922?
Well, eBay has a lot of graphics cards that are being flipped for like 3 times the MSRP. I'm getting really tired of that. Getting really tired of that.
Can you guys have the guy who asked Sasuke to watch JJK as the guest? Guest, I'm assuming?
I think that was like a lot of people.
I heard, rent a girlfriend. I hear that's a thing.
Oh yeah, rent a girlfriend. Yeah, I'm actually excited to talk about that show.
When is season 2? I'm scared and sad.
Next season or the season after? No way, it can't.
It can't be next season. Otherwise, I would already be crying.
Yeah, I'd be like, holy shit, the scheduling.
Yeah, like there's already like 8 things I want to watch next season. We have Maid Dragon. We have Slime Daddy Part 2, second season. Oh, a second season of Stranded on a Million Lives in the summer.
God.
We have Higurashi season 2 remake.
It's been pushed back to 2022.
Okay, good.
Let's see. The first season on my anime list is a 7.37. That's a higher rating than a lot of other anime out today.
Apparently people like it.
I mean, did you forget you watched the first season?
I did not say people made sense. Apparently,
Saucy says, continue.
Apparently, Jotaro says he's on episode 7 of Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf is great.
And Girlfriend Best Girl is the one with the bow in her hair.
Ruka?
Sounds right.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I would usually say Chizuru, but I hate all of them. But I will say the quiet one, the one that doesn't talk at all, she doesn't talk at all, so she's the least annoying and has no character. So I have much indifference towards her.
So you don't hate her?
Yes, so she's the best girl.
Time being distracted by Discord.
Saucy says Higurashi got weird at the end.
I'm excited. Maybe you should do a MHA video sometime soon.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, time to go message the president.
Yeah, so what do we learn from this podcast? We learned that I may be watching Dr. Stone.
We learned that I need to watch a JJK.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we learned that Nobara gets thrown by pandas. And a guy eats a lot of fingers.
Why does that guy keep changing his name on Discord? It confuses me.
What else did we learn? Economics.
Oh yes, economics. We learned that no matter what happens, you want to go to New York, just like Subaru says.
Right. Amelia is pregnant.
Yes, because she kissed someone. Which actually brings up a bunch of other questions, though. That's around podcast for those spoilers.
The answer to that question is yes. I think that was a question. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Except I get easily confused.
Yeah, are you going to do any more of these Q&A streams?
Probably we should do one, but we should talk about Symphogear during them.
Symphogear is pretty great. We did a whole season of Symphogear podcast.
Yes, we did.
On this channel. We did season 5. That show is really good.
I just sent a message to the president.
Definitely. You definitely need to get Joe Biden to watch Symphogear.
Exactly. And by president, I mean EA because he is the actual president.
Oh, yeah. I think EA hates Symphogear.
Well, the thing on screen says no 2020 election spoilers in the comments, so don't spoil who won.
He says, I learned that all anime needs a recap after 5 episodes. I don't know what anime did that, but that's funny.
Yes.
Whatever anime that did that.
Well, especially if it'd be especially bad if like it was a second season anime, they do a recap, but they only recap the second season.
Yeah. I'm gonna change. So in my Discord server, I'm gonna do this live on stream. I have I have a chat for the Promised Neverland, right? I'm going to explicitly retitle it Promised Neverland manga.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. So that people know that it's a manga, that it doesn't have an anime.
Yeah, I saw it change. It happened. And JoJo's asking, he dropped Symphogear on season 1. Does season 2 get a lot better? It becomes more Symphogear.
Symphogear is probably the worst season, the season 1.
Yeah. It felt like in that season they didn't like really know what they wanted to do.
Yeah, season 2, it introduces all the regular characters for the series that you'll see.
It more hones in on it. It's going to be an absurd, fun action show.
Yeah. And then like it's a unique series. There aren't many quite like it in these days. That have a season 1 that isn't really good and has like a promise, right? Has a good concept, realizes its faults, and for seasons 2 through 5, with each season correct upon those faults and deliver on a unique and original concept.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most pure fun anime series I've ever seen.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like it's not like the most deepest anime you'll ever see, but it does deserve all the praise that it gets. I think it's perfectly rated.
Plus, it explains the end of Evangelion.
Yeah, it explains the end of Evangelion, which is the weirdest.
We're not even making that up.
Yeah, like it doesn't outright say this is the ending of Evangelion and this is what it means. No, it just makes Evangelion's ending make so much more sense.
Exactly, Symphogear makes Evangelion better.
Exactly. What series can say that?
Exactly. How many series make Evangelion better?
Yeah, it also has tons of references to Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and JoJo and Saint Seiya.
The one guy is literally a ninja.
Yeah, one guy is literally a ninja. They do like a whole training sequence where they basically do the training sequence from Naruto. It's really cool. Actually, there is some like really deep stuff in it. I think season 3 has some stuff with Hibiki's character, with his father. Or with her father?
I think yeah, Hibiki's arc was really like interesting throughout it, like her figuring out what she wants to do and all of her basically figuring out how she wants to be a hero and save everyone. Then you have like
Yeah.
Tsubasa having a really interesting arc near the end, and her being
Yeah.
overwhelmed and her family. You have Chris like coming to accept her friends and everything there. You have the
Yeah.
lollies being cute and being lollies, but also coming into their own as heroes.
Yeah, the lollies are like the weird sidekick characters. I didn't like them initially, and then at season 5 is when I was like, "Oh, I get it.
Yes.
Like I get what they're supposed to be." Yeah. Pretty good show. It's like I said, it's a perfectly rated show even in the Symphogear fandom. Like nobody in the Symphogear fandom is going to say this is a 10 out of 10 show.
Well, they
But I
will
did a
because
video.
it's Symphogear.
Well,
Sympho
it's a 10.
no, Symphogear is a Symphogear out of 10 show. They just put 10
Yes,
because
that's
Symphogear is not on the scale.
right, exactly. Right, exactly. Um I will say that I did a video a long time ago when season 5 was airing about how the Mal rating at the time was like about the same rating as Vinland Saga, and I talked about why it deserves that rating, and it's still up, and I still believe it does. Like it had like an 8.6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves like an 8.6, maybe like an 8.2 or an 8.4 or something, or an 8. It's pretty good.
Well, I think with like season 5, they specifically honed on why do people like Symphogear? Let's hone on perfectly on that. So if you like Symphogear, you'll love season 5. If you don't, then you probably just
Yeah.
think Symphogear fans are weird.
Yeah, season 4 and season 5 are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like that's the pinnacle. Everything else is just kind of like gravy.
Yes, I love how this turned into the Symphogear podcast.
Yeah, it did. It did because we weren't talking about anything. It was just a Q&A.
Yes, we should do more Q&A podcasts.
I agree.
You know what we should also do a podcast on?
Uh, Fruits Basket.
Yes, we should do a Fruits Basket podcast. So Fruits Basket podcast in 3, 2.
Hush. Wait, wow.
No, you don't think we should do it now?
Kyo over Yuki, but Yuki marry me.
Also, Momiji Best Boy.
Oh yeah, Momiji best. Air purifier.
Yes. But if you want to hear more of our thoughts about Fruits Basket, go check out C's channel where he will be talking about Fruits Basket with me and our other friends who would like Fruits Basket because it's a good show.
Yeah, we last Monday or this week, I don't know.
It's Tuesday.
Had Tuesday, we had the first episode of Fruits Basket Podcast Season 3 on my channel. We had Mizu Sauce Mix, Francesca, me, and of course, Rising, aka me.
And also Shadow, aka me.
I totally forgot about Shadow.
Poor Shadow. Go check out Shadow.
Yeah, go check out Shadow Blazer 3000. Pretty good guy.
He is. Yeah, I'm out of
That's all I
stuff.
got.
All right,
Yeah,
so yeah, I would say where they can find you, but you just kind of talk about the podcast and all. So, see, where can they find your presidential campaign information?
You can find it at
NSA.gov.
NSA.gov.
All right, there you go. Go check that out. So, thank you for joining us for this podcast about the series that does not exist. We will be doing stuff some other time together, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, like there is going to be one season where nobody has anything going on, and we're like, yeah, let's talk about an anime.
Yes, we will definitely do anime stuff. So go check out that. Go check out C's YouTube and his Twitter, and go help him take over the world.
I